Hello students, in this lecture we are going to study about the very important and the very famous Pythagoras theorem. Now this theorem is so intricately involved in our day-to-day life that we do not even notice it while applying it. Now all the figures in the world which take the shape of right angled triangle involve the application of Pythagoras theorem in their measurement. Now whether it is about calculating length of ladder required to paint a wall, or it is about dimensions of a box which can fit a television set into it, whether it is about the dimensions of baseball diamond, or it is about the calculation of a ramp of a moving truck, all of these involve Pythagoras theorem. So in this lecture we will entirely be dealing with Pythagoras theorem, its usefulness in geometry and in our day-to-day life, along with some very interesting problems. So let's begin. So let's try to understand the famous Pythagoras theorem. Now this theorem was given by the very famous mathematician Pythagoras, and this theorem says that if the triangle had a right angle, that is 90 degree, and you made a square on each of the three sides, then the biggest square had exactly the same area as the other two squares put together. So the famous Pythagoras theorem says that if we had any right angle triangle, right angle means 90 degree, and if we made squares on each of these three sides, then the area of the biggest square would be exactly the same as the sum of areas of the other two squares put together. Now what does it exactly mean? Let's try to understand this. Now if we say that this is any right angle triangle with the side as A, B and C. Your C is the longest side of this triangle, and this right angle is right angled at this point. Now if I draw a square on the side with A, similarly we draw a square on the side B, and we draw a square on the side C. So the area of this square would be A1, and that would be equal to A square. Similarly, the area of this square which is constructed on the side B would be A2, and that would be equal to B square. And similarly, we have a square on the side C, so the area of this square would be equal to C square. Thus the area of this square is A square, the area of this square is B square, and the area of this square is equal to C square. Now according to the Pythagoras theorem, A3 is equal to A1 plus A2. That is, the area of this square is equal to the sum of the area of this square plus the area of this square. That is, A3 is equal to A1 plus A2, and that is what the Pythagoras theorem says. So this would be equal to C square equal to A square plus B square. That is, the square of the length of this side is equal to the sum of the square of this length plus the square of this length, and this is in short the Pythagoras theorem. C square equal to A square plus B square. So Pythagoras theorem gives us a relation between the sides of a right angle triangle. Now consider this big square and a small square which is inside this big square. Let us say that this square has the area of C square. So the area of this square is equal to C square. So the side of this square becomes equal to C. Thus this square has a side of length C and an area of C square. Now consider this triangle and this triangle. This is a right angle triangle with this length as equal to B and this length as equal to A, and this length would be equal to C. So this is a right angle triangle having this length equal to C, this length equal to B, and this length equal to A. Similarly, we consider this triangle again. This length is equal to A, this length is equal to B, and this length would be equal to C. Now we rotate these two triangles in such a way that this comes to this side and this comes to this side, and thus this is equal to A and this is again a square, and so this area is equal to A square and this area is equal to B square. But this entire area is actually the area of the square. So A square plus B square would be equal to C square, and this is actually a proof of Pythagoras theorem. Once again, if we consider this as a square with a side of length C units, so this side has a length C, this side has a length B, and this side has a length A. So this is the area of the square. Now what exactly happens is, if this triangle turns this way and this triangle turns this way, the area of the square remains the same, and so this is coming this way and this is coming this way. Thus this area and this area is nothing but b square plus a square, and which is actually the initial area of the square, which is equal to c square. Thus c square is equal to a square plus b square, and which is actually the proof of the Pythagoras theorem through this activity.